Top 10 lowest budget movies in history. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. 10. The Man from Earth, 2007. In Richard Schenkman's The Man from Earth, which was budgeted for just $200,000, viewers take a sneak peek inside an impromptu farewell party for Professor John Oldman, David Lee Smith, which turns into a compelling interrogation after the retiring scholar reveals his long and bizarre past that his colleagues could have never imagined. According to many users on the platform, Schenkman's movie is undoubtedly a must-see low-budget feature. Excellent movie with actual movie and TV stars, but shot with a budget that would make a local community theater sigh, Innsmouth_swimteam commented. You can totally feel it's very low budget, but it's still awesome, Jui Yumi said. 9. The Blair Witch Project, 1999. The Blair Witch Project is terrifying to the audience but a pleasant delight to the filmmakers who created it. The 1999 independent horror movie was cheap to shoot, and it made a ton of money. The movie grossed $248.6 million worldwide after costing around $600,000 to make. Though there's some controversy regarding the final budget, which varies from $200,000 to $750,000 depending on the source, it's undeniable that the profit was remarkable. The supernatural hit had a clever idea and explored a bold marketing strategy that left the audience aghast. It became a pop culture sensation and launched a media franchise with more movies, books, and games. The Blair Witch Project is also one of the most famous and creative uses of the found footage genre, solidifying its place in the history of horror movies. 8. Clerks, 1994. Directed by Kevin Smith, the 1994 slice-of-life, black-and-white movie depicts a day in the lives of two convenience store guys, Dante, Brian O'Halloran, and Randall, Jeff Anderson, as they navigate through their job discussing films, their love life, playing hockey, and annoying costumers. With great dialogue and a funny and relatable premise, as well as a low $27,000 budget, Clerks is also a top pick on the website. According to Techo001, the 90s film features the best writing in Kevin Smith's career. Another user commented in a different post, the definitive answer. 7. Moonlight, 2016. Moonlight was the first low-budget movie to win a Best Picture Academy Award, so it is no wonder that people on Reddit believe it to be one of the best. The unconventional and visually stunning coming-of-age film chronicles the life of a young black man, depicting his troubled childhood, conflicting adolescence, and early adult life, where he comes to terms with his attraction to other men. As Hacker suggested as they mentioned Moonlight under a discussion for the best low-budget movies on Reddit. $1.5 million were very well spent in the production of Barry Jenkins' Oscar-winning movie. No doubt, the feature is a gripping, touching, and thought-provoking viewing experience. 6. The Evil Dead, 1981. While the Evil Dead movies remain extremely popular today, there is no way to deny the impact of its first installment with a tiny $375,000 budget, the Sam Raimi film, which follows 5 friends who travel to a cabin in the woods and accidentally release possessing demons, paved the way for all the successes that followed. This is the only correct answer, Headfold8399 commented when a user mentioned the movie. It's basically the textbook example of how to do a low-budget horror, all the reservations noted under a different post. 5. El Mariachi, 1992. After more than 30 years, this revenge action crime thriller by Robert Rodriguez holds up pretty well. In the movie, Azul, Jaime de Hoyos, embarks on a quest with a weapon-filled guitar on his back and plans revenge on the drug lord who got him arrested in the first place. However, a traveling mariachi, Carlos Gallardo, ends up being mistaken for the murderous criminal and must hide from the gang that seeks to kill him. The Spanish-language movie, which endures a fan favorite today, was made with an impressive budget of $7,000. One of the best action movies out there, Dickie Greenleaf 84 noted, with many agreeing. Awesome movie for such a little budget, which in turn allowed Rodriguez to make Desperado, Muy_Fuerte added. 4. Eraserhead, 1977. following a young factory worker as he tries to survive his industrial environment while also managing his love life and attempting to care for his deformed newborn child. David Lynch's impressive experimental horror directorial debut endures one of the most remarkable first films directed by now critically acclaimed filmmakers. The shocking and provocative Eraserhead established Lynch as one of the most unconventional directors, leaving a strong imprint on viewers from the moment it premiered. It was in development for 5 years and had a production budget of $100,000. This movie is forever seared into a deep, deep cavity of the outskirts of a desert in my mind. I can't forget it and I don't ever want to remember it, a now-deleted account wrote. 3. Primer, 2004. With a micro-budget of $7,000, Primer goes down in history as one of the best low-budget science fiction films, as well as one of the most complex. The independent Shane Carruth flick focuses on two friends, one of them played by Carruth himself, the other by David Sullivan, who accidentally end up finding a way to time travel and ultimately wrestle over their new creation. For such a low-budget film, it comes as a surprise how extremely well-crafted and layered Primer is. My brain hurts just thinking about it, just had to say this admitted on the platform. You can see Shane Carruth, Aaron director, saying, "cut," under his breath at the end of a scene to save as much film as possible, the 6th replicant wrote. 2. Halloween, 1978. John Carpenter's 1979 film Halloween marked the beginning of an iconic franchise, becoming the most profitable indie movie release, grossing over $70 million. The legendary slasher starring Oscar winner Jamie Lee Curtis follows an escaped mental patient, Michael Myers, Nick Castle, as he returns to his hometown 15 years after murdering his sister. With a $325,000 budget, meaning a worldwide box office more than 216.2 times the production expenses, and filmed over a 20-day shoot, Halloween is one of the most remarkable indie movies to be ever made. Good call. A classic, P0Dgert0N commented when a Redditor mentioned the film. 1. Super Size Me, 2004. In 2004, independent documentarist Morgan Spurlock decided to take on a controversial experiment and film it. The result became the movie Super Size Me, in which Spurlock spends a whole month only feeding on McDonald's food to see the effects the high-calorie mega-chain meals would have on him, both physically and psychologically. The movie cost $65,000 to make, and it earned $22.2 million at the box office. At the time, the documentary generated a big impact, and it raised a lot of questions about the veracity of Spurlock's calorie intake. The movie intended to raise awareness of the growth of obesity in the United States, and it made McDonald's discontinue super-size meals in its menu. The overall critic and public reception were good, and the movie is considered a big success. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.